Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is La Bataille de Ligny, or the Battle of Ligny in well, the language I profess to be able to pronounce things properly in, though that is debatable at times, many times. Anyway, by Clash of Arms games, I'm really getting into this system. Probably more than my wallet likes, but yeah, I'm retired and got time in my hands, and you don't want to leave too much inheritance behind. So, um, Girard's Assault, first scenario, and pending approval by Clash of Games, this Vassal module will be available. As of the time of this recording, it is not. I'm trying to see if I can get permission to put my upgrade up on the Vassal site. So I'm just going to put that out there right now. If things look differently, it's because I meddle with modules. On every module I play with, just about, it looks like. Anyway, I am set up basically for the Prussian side. These units down here are not really, they're there, but they're really not there in this scenario. They put them there so you don't try something smart like flanking up from here, because the French setup basically says it's as simple as this in my version of the battle book. No closer than six hands. It's told you, English is my first language. No closer than 6 hexes to Saint Amand la Hemeux. I hope I got that right. My French is horrible, so just bear with me as I completely butcher things here. No closer than 6 hexes, but no greater than 10. But it doesn't give me, so technically I'm sure I could even set up here in Wagonly if I so desired and still be within the grand scope of the rules. But knowing what I know, they came in down here, and I'm not one for taking advantage of loosely written rules. I'd rather loosely written rules and take it upon my own self to be responsible with them, and not use them to my advantage, because I'm sure if I start up here in Wagley, we could probably put a good hurting on them, though we might choke up down here. Anyway, so I've set my markers up. I put these markers with the stacks to give me a good idea of basically where to set up. Now, I have played this scenario a couple of times and watched some videos. Eric Homer's run a video of this series. And I think Jeff Capuano, I hope I said that right, I think he may have even put one up, or I can't remember now. I've watched quite a few videos trying to wrap my head around this. And I'm going to go off on another tangent here. For those of you just getting started in this series, there are, let's see, I've got them all here for the time being, but may have to remove these to share this. Marie-Louise rules, standard rules, 5th edition, and regiment, regiment 30 rules, revision 11, the regiment rules, and there's also premier rules by, I believe, Marshall Enterprises. When I first dove in, I was confused as heck about all this. And so I was reading one rules and I'm reading another rules, and I got rules just in my head scattered, which doesn't take much for me. So as I started to sort it out, I basically came to the conclusion that the Marie-Louise rules are like and I'm going to broadly interpret this. We're not going to get into it too deep. Marie Louise, easier rules, easier rules, I want to say. Premier rules are fairly easy also. If you want to go by page counts, I think would have to put them up now. Now I've opened my mouth. Now I've got to come through. Marie Louise, I have 26 pages. Standard rules, 36. Regiment rules, 63. And I really, once I wrap my head around 5th edition, I really want to get into the regiment rules. I like detail. Though I get lost easy in my senior moments here. And then Premier Rules, let me dig that up because I didn't put this in here because I haven't approached Marshall Enterprises. And I'll probably drop out, if this ever gets made public, I'll drop out anything that's not readily available on the internet by the game companies. Yeah, let me get my proverbial head out of my rear end. Rules, series rules, premier rules, there we go. 49 pages. And they all have a different flavor. They're not that far off. There are some major differences. I would, I don't even know what to tell. I ended up just, the rule book that came in my game was 5th edition, and I came to the conclusion that I better just quit looking at different things and go with the 5th edition. And then watching some videos and stuff, I went with 5th edition based on the fact that I like chick pulls and I like command and control, and I don't have the brain power for regiment right now. Maybe one of these days I'll get on into a game with some of the legends that are up there, Eric and some of his crew, and Ed, the creator. And I really wanted to get up Gettysburg this week and look at some of this, but till I figure out kitty cat care, and my kitty cat's just been adopted in August, and she's still, around me she's fine, around other people she's still skittish, and I just don't think it's a good time to leave her alone with strangers, or definitely don't want to leave her alone in a cage. So I haven't been traveling much. My bunny cup, sorry guys. I do love my kitty. That's her speaking into my microphone and laying on my game table, well, my smaller game table, which is why I use Vassal. Anyway, I've got off on a tangent. Rules. Don't try and read them all. Pick your poison, stick with it, play a game out, learn them, and then there are enough videos out there to give you an overview of them. But I would say probably start with the Premier or the 5th. And if that's too hard, go to Marie Louise to get started on. And then when you really know the system, go hard and go in the regiment. And 5th and Premier are pretty similar, except in the way some of them handle. I don't want to say Premier is more simplified, but they don't have the command and control, but they do have a timer, which is why I put the clock up here in my module just in case. And there's a few other subtleties in there that some things 5th makes it easier on, some things Premier makes it easier on. So you most want to choose between one or the other. Do you like chip pull, command, control, or do you want to be able to move all your pieces? And I'd say that would be the major basis on which rule set you want to delve into. Me, I like chit pool. I like command and control. I like the fog of war. So bring it on. Anyway, enough of that. I got off on a tangent. Set up. I have played this a couple of times, and I watched Eric play his. And coming down into this area right here is a killing field for the French. I see. I got some. Oops! I got some obscured. Skirmishers here. Some skirmishers here. Obscured skirmishers here, obscured skirmishers here, and obscured skirmishers here. I have the 12th spread out through the town. One of them in one of these fortified walled farm or churches. They are considered the same as square in there. So they're going to be able to fire in 3 adjacent hexes. Not three that are adjacent to them, but not to each other, and split their firepower in thirds. And then the landwehr over here, you have the other one to try and maintain that front. Well, I've come down here and I've watched Derek do it, and the French can really take a beating down here. You almost get into the stalemate up here. So I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to set the French up here, and I'm going to try to blast through La Hemue and try to take these 5 hexes and ignore these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't even have to take that one. So if I can get in here and get past that, maybe that's a good idea. I don't know, because you're also going to have these guys come in, and if the French do occupy these 5 hexes, then these guys can get activated too. Anyway, so I think this is all set up video, and I've gone way off the reservation on this. So let's get back down to it. I'm going to set the French up over here, and this is going to be an after action report type video. I'm just not comfortable enough with the rules, and I don't want to clog up my space with all. No, I'm not going to. I'm not that horrible, but I do make mistakes. Anyway, I'm going to set my guys up here. The French, my guys. None of them are my guys. We're going to set them all up in column. And that's 6 hexes away right there. The artillery, it's hard in this game because once you limber them, the foot arty's got to they're to get ready to move again. You got to roll a 5 or a 6 unless there's an artillery officer available. And so you put down roots. You better darn well be ready to put down roots. So I think I'm going to try and put them maybe on the right flank of the French and get them over here to cover any kind of a counter that may come out of La Haye. Let's see, the 4th, I'm going to put them in columns of companies or columns of battalions like this. 12th Light, put them out front because they more than likely will wind up being my skirmishers. I do speak sometimes. It's hard to. I lose track of things easy. I don't know. I was better off when the wife was around. I tend to forget things more now. I like to say I'm a strong man, but haven't been the same for about 5 years now. A couple bad things kind of rattled me up, and I never seem to recover. Let's see. So that got everybody in range. Yeah, everybody's in command there. This will give me the 82nd and 4th to plunge through my skirmishers when I set them up. I can put the artillery over here. I don't have to worry about cavalry, so I can try to set them up somewhere once I feel I have a good position to cover this open ground right here and make sure nobody makes a mistake and comes in there as I'm trying to push my way down here. Kind of help protect that right flank. Also, I think I'm going to screen the 11th that way to keep people from coming in, and then we'll just kind of push our way through with the 82nd and the 4th here behind the 12th. So I think that's my game plan, and see how that plays out. And I will check back in. It may just be one recording. It may be checked back in here and there. Depends how long my after actions get. I can get long-winded sometimes, and I like explaining games. I don't know. I think I have more fun just recording my excitement for the game and the artwork and stuff than I have actually playing the games. So, and this series is just wonderful artwork. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. We'll go through some of that real quick, as if I haven't taken up enough of your time. Here's Blucher's reinforcements. We got a whole bunch of line and Landwehr in there, and love the uniform differences and the colors and the pomp of the era. And the artwork of the map. I think Rick Barber was involved in this. It looks like he's got his fingerprint in there. And of course the French, and there's a lot more. If I could put this module up, you can get even a better idea of how it looks. But I think adding 3D textures to it kind of makes it feel more like you're playing on your board at home than on the computer. So anyway, long-winded Greg is going to get off right now and go play some game, and I will talk to you guys later. I want to thank you all for joining me. I apologize for getting long-winded sometimes, but sometimes this series doesn't get a whole lot of exposure, so you need a novice like me kind of explaining my stumblings early on so you can avoid the same trappings. And Clash of Arms is still releasing these from time to time. I see Ed will put up a pre-order or a limited run that's not going to hit stores. It's just going to be through the Clash of Arms game site. So if you're at all interested in this, go to the Clash of Arms game site and check out his selection. Actually, I want to go there real quick. There we go. Got quite a few of them available right now in stock. I'm trying to I got to quit clicking on this. I'm trying to stay away from the Battles of the Age of Reason too, but we'll see how that goes. But despite all of it sounding like it's all in French, it's not. It's all in English. Actually, Clash of Arms game's probably about an hour away from me. I haven't been there yet, but somewhere along the line, I think I might just drive by to see what the area looks like. But looks like we have the 4th edition. I think you can get 5th edition on Wargame Vault now, or just buy the darn game and it comes there. Cordoba, Dresde, Ligny, Mont-Saint-Jean, 2nd edition. I don't know if that's deluxe or not. And War. I have all but Dresde on these. And looks like he's working on maybe putting limited available of, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, which is why I brought it up. Elo. So I put a pre-order in on that just to see if that's updated and coming out. I do have the Battle of Moscow, which I believe, and he just put another one out. I don't see that up there anymore. Must have sold out too. Or maybe I got that at a good time. There's another one coming, and I can't remember. It starts with an L now, and I can't remember it for the life of me. This be my problem. Since I have my back problem, my spinal nerve issues, and the wife passed, and I can't remember squat. So I apologize for that. I will talk to you guys later and quit rambling on. You all have a good night. Thanks for joining me. This is La Bataille de Ligny, if I'm saying it right, by Clash of Arms Games. And we will check back in with some of the terms. Thanks for joining me.